All right, welcome back. So this is how to make a different style. If you want to make those jerky sticks, those beef stick style venison jerkies, those Slim Jims, it's not going to use the same cuts. We're actually going to use our ground meat on that. So we've already talked about cutting it and slicing it. Now we're going to talk about ground. The best way to do this is to get your nice fine grinds, like a 32 on your grind machine. Grind it up, get it really, really cold, and then we're going to add our seasoning to it. That's all you do. Grind it, season it, and that's it. All right, so how to season your ground jerky. I've got a couple different pre-made mixes here. You can put anything you want. You want to make a teriyaki, you want to make a honey barbecue. We've got some great recipes for this, but this is a nice pre-made one that we can do. This is made for 15 pounds of meat. We're doing about 2.5, so we're going to only use a small portion of this seasoning. One key step that a lot of people forget is to actually put a cure in your ground venison. The reason we're putting a cure is because we want this meat to not be as dried out as you would have your other venison jerky, because we want it to still have a snap. We still want it to have a bite. Think about taking a bite into like that grocery store beef stick. That's what we're going to try to make here with this venison. Is we're going to make it where it's going to have a nice crisp outside with a nice chewy inside. So cure is going to help us allow us to cook it to a lower temperature and still be safe to eat. Still kill off anything we have in there and make it so we're not getting sick with our venison. There's a bunch of different cures that you can get out there. You can go on Amazon, you can go online and find them. There's a lot of wild game cures. They all do exactly the same thing. They're all going to help break down that meat so that we can cook it to a lower temp at a safer temp. Once that's done, we're going to freeze that until it's about half frozen, and then we're going to make our jerky sticks out of that. All right, now that we've loaded our jerky gun, the best way to do this is to get, if you're doing a dehydrator, you're doing a grill, you're doing a smoker, is to find what you're going to actually use it. So we have our dehydrator here. We also have our smoker grate here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to squirt this onto 2 different surfaces for 2 different styles of ground jerky sticks. In this gun, I actually loaded the double. They also have to do like the flat jerky, or you can do a nice thick sausage style jerky on there. So all you're going to do is you're actually going to squeeze this on there and make a nice line. You're going to allow the gun to push and not you to push the gun. When it's done, pull it off. So all you're going to do is you're going to squeeze it, and you're going to allow the meat itself to push the gun. There's really no right way or wrong way to do this as long as that stick is coming out of the gun. When that's all done, we're going to put it on here, and we'll talk about the different methods in just a second.